The Stoic philosophy of handling disrespect. When someone disrespects you, the Stoic perspective breaks down into two simple parts. 1. Their words and actions are outside your control. 2. Your response and emotions are entirely up to you. Disrespect. We've all felt it. A cutting remark, a rude gesture, a dismissive tone. It can leave us angry, hurt, and even questioning ourselves. I'm here to tell you that you can handle these tense moments with calm and grace for the sake of protecting your mental peace without compromising your values. You can transform these moments of insult into opportunities for growth, wisdom, and strength. This is a strength that was mastered by the Stoics. Let's explore how ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus approached disrespect. Their wisdom isn't just confined to the past, it's a practical guide for handling the challenges of today. At its core, Stoicism is about focusing on what's in your control. It's an ancient philosophy born in Greece and later adopted by Rome, teaches us one core principle. Focus only on what you can control. Everything else, external events, the actions of others, and even insults, is beyond your power. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, expressed it clearly. Some things are in our control and others are not. To the Stoics, our thoughts, actions, and emotions are entirely within our control, but the opinions, words, and actions of others are not. Take a moment to think about a time when someone insulted you. You have no control over their words or tone, but you have complete control over how you respond. Do you lash out? Do you let it consume you, or do you rise above it? For the Stoics, rising above was the only option, because giving power to an insult means surrendering control over your own peace of mind, and control over your own mind is the essence of Stoicism. Detachment from opinions. One of the main strategies the Stoics used was detaching themselves from others' opinions. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught that other people's judgments are just opinions. They're fleeting and powerless. They don't define you unless you let them. He taught that when someone insults you, it's not the insult itself that hurts, it's your interpretation of it. Here's an example. If someone calls you lazy, Epictetus would say, "Is it true?" He said, "If not, why let it bother you? If it is, then let it inspire you to improve." Either way, the insult has no lasting power over you unless you give it permission. The penalties of allowing outside opinions to disrupt your peace are critical setbacks to your mental clarity. Think of it this way. Someone else's words are like a pebble thrown at you. You can dodge it, or you can let it hit you. Either way, it's just a pebble. It has no lasting effect. The view from above. The Stoics had a brilliant visualization tool called the view from above. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the Stoics' greatest thinkers, often wrote about it in his meditations. When faced with challenges, including disrespect, he imagined looking down on his life as though from high above to see the bigger picture, the wider picture. First above the city, then the earth, and finally, the universe. From this perspective, everything, even insults, shrinks in significance. Imagine someone cutting you off in traffic and shouting at you, insulting you, talking negatively about you with others, or committing a betrayal against you. It feels personal and infuriating. At that moment, it's easy to get angry. But if you use the view from above, you realize this is just one tiny moment in the vastness of life. Will it matter in 1 week, 1 year, or in the grand scale of the universe? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Keep in mind how fast things pass and are gone, those that are now and those to come." Disrespect, like everything else, is temporary. The next time someone disrespects you, take a mental step back and ask yourself, is this worth my peace of mind? Don't give it more of your attention than it deserves. Responding with virtue. Responding with virtue for the Stoics, how you respond to disrespect is a reflection of your character, not theirs. They believed in responding with virtue, traits like courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. Seneca, one of the great Stoic thinkers, said, "It is not the man who reviles or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting." Imagine sharing your thoughts or ideas with a group, and someone within the group criticizes your ideas harshly or with a snide remark. Instead of snapping back or retreating into silence, you could respond calmly. "Thank you for your feedback. Could you clarify what you'd suggest instead?" This response not only disarms the critic, but also reflects your self-control and poise. When you choose to respond with dignity, you take control of the narrative and your emotions. You can't control others' actions, but you can always choose to act with integrity and virtue. Humor and indifference. Sometimes the Stoics and their philosophical allies used humor to diffuse disrespect. Diogenes, a philosopher closely linked to Stoicism, heavily influenced their thinking. When insulted, he often replied with wit, turning the insult into something laughable. Diogenes once responded to an insult by saying, "He called me a dog. He's wrong, I'm far worse." The insult lost its sting because Diogenes refused to take it seriously. Humor shows that you're unshaken. It takes power away from the insult and the insulter. Another technique is practicing indifference. Marcus Aurelius advised that you prepare your mind each morning by reminding yourself that people will be rude, ungrateful, or dishonest. He wrote, "When you wake up, tell yourself, today I shall meet with meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial people." By expecting disrespect, you're not caught off guard, and you're less likely to be surprised or hurt by it. Mentally preparing yourself for the daily disrespect to come makes it easier to choose to rise above it. So how can you apply Stoic philosophy to handle disrespect in your daily life? Let's summarize with 3 practical steps. 1. Pause and reflect. Before reacting, ask yourself, is this worth my peace of mind? 2. Detach and zoom out. Use the view from above to see the situation's insignificance. 3. Respond virtuously. Stay calm, be kind, use humor, or simply walk away with dignity. Never let someone else's behavior dictate yours. Remember, disrespect is inevitable. What matters is how you choose to respond. The Stoics show us that by staying composed and grounded in virtue, we can transform even the harshest insults into opportunities for growth. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more ancient wisdom of the Stoics. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Stoic quote? Or how do you handle disrespect? As Marcus Aurelius might say, let's focus on controlling what we can and letting go of the rest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.